I'm Paul Richardson. I'm 72 years old, and I need to tell you something about money that I learned far too late. I wasn't reckless. I wasn't irresponsible. I wasn't bad with money. I was comfortable, and comfort cost me decades. Today, I need to talk about something I never really shared with anyone. Something personal. Something that changed everything about how I see money and financial success. And I need you to hear this because what I'm about to say could save you from the kind of regret that stays with you for decades. My wife Helen and I were married for 42 years. That's longer than some of you have been alive. For over 4 decades, I thought I was doing everything right with money. I worked hard, saved when I could, and made sure my family had what they needed. It wasn't perfect, but it was good, solid. The kind of financial life people settle for. But here's the thing nobody tells you about money. You can work for years, even decades, and still not truly understand how to manage it. You can have a stable income, save a bit, and still be financially disconnected from what truly matters. 6 years ago, my wife Helen passed away from pancreatic cancer. In just 4 months, she went from healthy to gone. In those final weeks, she said something to me that I think about every single day. She said, "We wasted so much time being right about money instead of being smart with it." Honestly, I didn't understand it at first. I thought we were fine. We paid the bills, we had some savings, and I always thought there would be more time to invest properly and grow our wealth. But that's exactly the problem. I was comfortable. Comfortable doesn't mean secure. And comfortable doesn't mean you're making the most of your money. For years, Helen suggested things. Small things. Let's talk about investing. Why don't we save for travel? Or plan for retirement? And I always had a reason why not. Too busy, too complicated, too risky. I wasn't trying to ignore her. I just thought we had time. I thought those little financial decisions didn't matter. I thought the big things, like providing, saving a little, having a steady job, were enough. They weren't. You see, I thought that managing money was about big gestures, paying the bills, being responsible, working hard. And yes, those things matter. But what I didn't understand is that financial success is built in the tiny, unremarkable moments. It's budgeting every month, cutting unnecessary expenses, having discussions about where your money should go, investing in things that matter. It's about being mindful of the little ways you waste money without even noticing. It's making decisions for the future while you're still in the present. I stopped doing those things. Not all at once. It happened gradually. So gradually, I didn't even notice. One mismanaged budget led to another. One missed opportunity to save led to 1,000. One, we can invest later, turned into never. Helen, being Helen, adapted. She stopped asking me to talk about our finances. She stopped pushing me to plan for retirement. She found her own ways to prepare for the future. We became housemates who happened to manage money together, polite, responsible, but disconnected. I didn't see it. Or maybe I saw it and told myself it was normal, that this is just what happens as time goes by. When Helen got sick, everything changed. Suddenly, we had a deadline. Suddenly, all those things I thought we'd do someday had a very clear expiration date. And in those final months, we talked more honestly than we had in 21 years. She told me things I never knew, dreams she'd given up on, things she wished we'd saved for, financial mistakes she had quietly carried. She told me about a trip she'd always wanted to take to Switzerland. She had dreamt of walking through the highlands, seeing where her grandmother came from. She'd mentioned it to me multiple times over the years, and every time I dismissed it. Too expensive, not the right time.
maybe when we retire. But we never went, and now we never would. She wasn't angry when she said this. That's what made it worse. She was just sad, resigned, like she'd accepted years ago that I wasn't going to be the partner she needed in managing our finances. I asked her why she never pushed harder. Why didn't she insist on taking control? And you know what she said? I didn't want to make you do something you didn't want to do. I wanted you to want to plan for the future with me. That sentence hit me like a ton of bricks because she was right. She didn't want me to invest for the future out of obligation. She wanted me to care about it, to be excited about it, because it mattered to her. And I couldn't even give her that. Here's what I've learned, and I hope you're listening because this is important. The biggest threat to your financial security isn't losing a job or investing in the wrong stock. It's indifference. It's taking your future for granted. It's the slow erosion of financial health that happens when you stop planning, stop asking questions, and stop making the effort because you think you have time. And one day, you wake up and realize that you've missed out on the opportunities that would have truly secured your future. After Helen died, I found her journal. She'd been writing in it for years, and reading it was like discovering a person I thought I knew but never really understood. She wrote about feeling financially trapped, about how we never made time to discuss long-term goals, how we avoided hard conversations about money, about how we never made time to discuss long-term goals, how we avoided hard conversations about money.
She also wrote about love, about the future we could have had together, and about hoping that we would eventually start planning together.
I was right there, working hard, earning money, but I wasn't really seeing her needs. I was too busy. And here's the part that kills me. It wasn't malicious. I wasn't trying to hurt her. I just got lazy. I thought showing up was enough. I thought saving a little was enough.
But financial success isn't just about showing up. It's about being engaged in the process every day, making smart decisions, and staying curious about your future.
If you're managing your money right now, I want you to ask yourself a few questions. When's the last time you reviewed your finances, really looked at them? Not just checking your balance, but making a real plan for the future?
When's the last time you set financial goals that excite you? Not because it was tax season, but just because you want a better life. If you can't remember, you're making the same mistake I made. Money isn't something you feel secure about and then stop working on. It's something you do every day. You have to care about it. Stay curious about it, even if it's uncomfortable, even if it's hard to talk about. Because one day, you'll be where I am, looking back and realizing you could have done more, but it's too late. I'm not telling you this to make you feel guilty. I'm telling you this because you still have time. Your future, if you're planning for it, is still there. You can still take those steps, make those investments, set those goals. But you have to do it now. On my desk, I keep a photograph of Helen and me from our honeymoon, full of life and hope. And I think about how little it would have taken to set us up for the financial future we both dreamed of. A week of planning, some smart choices, that's it. And it would have meant everything. I think about all the small ways I could have said yes to our future, all the investments we could have made, the savings we could have set aside, the trips we could have taken, and all the times I said, maybe later. Well, later never came, and it never will. If you love your future, if you care about financial freedom, don't wait for the perfect time to make it happen. Don't assume that the money will just be there when you need it. Don't take it for granted. Be present. Be intentional. Start now. Don't waste your time the way I wasted mine.